The past 2 years have been groundbreaking for fighting games in esports. Titles are vastly growing in popularity, along with worldwide representation across all skill levels. 2017 is looking to keep the ball rolling with the release of Tekken 7, Fated Retribution. The classic 3D fighting game franchise is making a serious return on consoles and PC next year, with a strong emphasis on a deep story for fans of the lore and well-refined and polished gameplay mechanics for those more competitively driven. We had the fortunate chance to stop by the Bandai Namco Offices in London and give Tekken 7 a test run for ourselves. Launching with a full cinematic story, the game presents the final chapter of the 20-year-long Mishima feud. The big factor in this game, however, is the inclusion of Akuma, the famous warrior from the Street Fighter series. Instead of simply being a playable guest character, he's an integral part of the game's story. In Tekken 7, Akuma is an assassin, set on killing Heihachi as a promise to Heihachi's deceased wife, Kazumi, or at least, she was presumed deceased. Knowing Kazumi is behind the assassination attempt, the story unfolds as to how she once again came to be. One of the elements of Tekken's single-player experience is how seamlessly the cutscenes turn into gameplay. It really is something special. We went into this with little experience with competitive Tekken. It was something we'd always enjoyed watching, but never really had the chance to sit down and learn what was going on for ourselves. Immediately, we found that the game was fast to pick up, and you can go from not knowing much to at least understanding some core basics to get you started in a couple of hours. Keep in mind that the two of us have almost 6 years of competitive fighting game experience. However, even at an entry level, a lot of the mechanics are quite self-explanatory and have been in previous Tekken games before. So what sets Tekken 7 apart from previous titles? A big addition is the new use of Rage Mode. When a character reaches a certain amount of life, Rage will activate, which acts as a comeback mechanic. It increases your damage output, and in Tekken 7 gives you access to 2 new moves. The Rage Art is a cinematic attack that acts like a super move from other games. This does massive damage and has armor on startup, meaning it's a great tool for the end of a fight to either use by itself or to end a combo with to do increased damage. The second attack is the Rage Drive, also new to Tekken 7. This attack is an enhanced version of one of your character's specific moves, and will function slightly differently from character to character. Some give great combo extensions, and some guarantee free offense if the attack is blocked, which is great for putting on the pressure at the end of a round to close it out. Both of these attacks will spend the Rage Mode once activated, encouraging players to use this resource wisely, as one wrong read will get rid of a major tool that would otherwise help win the round. Once we were done in the Namco offices, the guys brought the game to Meltdown, a local gaming bar in London, where Bracket Reset was taking place. This is usually a Street Fighter V weekly for players local to the area, but this week, Tekken crashed the party for those interested to try it out. We'd gone from playing against each other to suddenly playing against competitive players and general fans of the franchise alike, taking the fun we had in the office and amplifying it a ton, as the games we had against decent opponents really gave us a true introduction as to how Tekken should be played. The most standout thing to us though, was just how many players are really excited for the game's release. It's easy to forget that between Tekken 6 and Tekken 7, it's been absolutely years since we last saw a console Tekken game which was 1 vs 1 format. The only game between them was Tekken Tag 2, but some players were pretty intimidated to start with that one, as it required you to learn 2 characters alongside a massive roster. Fine if you're already an experienced player, but daunting as a newcomer. This is everyone's chance to get back into the franchise, and for some, start a clean slate. All in all, this was a day full to the brim with nothing but simply playing and enjoying Tekken. With the game being released next year, we're super excited to get our hands on the finished product ourselves. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.